Sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Five stripes and five magnets on the stripe yard. Ice. Whether or not you love it.
Yo, what's up? This is Chenier of the Baltimore scene. Welcome to the 4th annual Baltimore Crown Underground Awards.
It's this man that's coming to the stage right here. Like I said, he's a living legend when it comes to the spoken word thing. Y'all give a big warm, I won't say warm words. Y'all give a round of applause for Taalam, Acey!
Blasted out of my sleep 6 o'clock in the morning. Blasted out of my sleep 6 o'clock in the morning. Some maniac outside leaning on his car horn. Gotta go outside and teach him the proper etiquette. Neighborhood bad enough, can't let it get worse than it already is. You hear me? Yeah. I need my sleep. That's the only time on this planet that I ever get any peace. I tried that college thing with some American dream tip, but yet I still live on the same street that I grew up on. The same streets that I grew tough on. My mother hoped that I would surpass at least to the middle class, but yet I'm still stuck on that same mentality. And all those years of college ain't even challenged me. But when I graduated, life was right there to put a degree in my hands and a foot on my chest, and here I am dressed in my pajamas, no slippers, about to run outside and rip the backbone out this fool. Ain't got nothing to show for all those years of school, but bad credit and even worse decisions. And I live in a neighborhood where people buy food on credit, so they finance it. They don't just take it. They're making payments on food that they already ate. And when they see me on the street, they're looking at me like they're about to break. And I'm snatching open this door like I'm about to break. And I see my best friend. And he's sitting in a minivan with 4 of those child car seats. And he's looking at me with a gun in his hand. It's like I can hear his heart beating. With his other hand, he takes a swig of liquor from a bottle of scotch, pops the door locks like, get in. Moves the pictures of his children off the car seat with the gun, throws them in the glove box, then it's like everything stops. And we drive, and we drive, and we drive till we get to the part of town where it seems like the American dream is still alive. And in my mind, I'm playing Nina Simone as I'm looking out the window on the passenger side. And it's like somebody scraping their fingernails along my bones as I feel this grown man cry, and I wonder if he knows that tens of millions of people in this country are depressed, but using alcohol or drugs to remain in denial. I wonder if he knows that there's a suicidal tendency hiding behind almost every smile, because no matter how many times they go back to school or how many jobs they can never seem to change their lifestyle. But somehow, they convince themselves to be different for their children. And eventually they realize that's a fantasy, but they need something to believe in. Until then, in him, he just wants to be a father to his children. But sometimes, y'all, after all the love is gone, children become pawns in a relationship. And his relationship with his children is a vehicle that his ex-wife chooses to take out her frustrations with. And if he's just one day late on the child support, she reports it to the court. And what's driving him crazy is yesterday, he just got laid off now. 30 days ago, her and the kids just moved in with a new man who drives a Range Rover and plays golf. And that's a year ago from the day that my best friend had to go to jail for making her last boyfriend stop telling the children that their father was soft. And right now, he feels like everything's lost. That's why I'm glad he came to me to give me this opportunity to put a few thoughts across. You see, all day and all night we talk. And I tell him, a man is judged by what's in his soul and what's in his heart, and not just by what's in his pockets. I tell him, me and him are friends through thick and thin. If he's in pain, we put our brains, time, and money together to stop it. I tell him that the fact that we have a lot of money is a problem, then rather than getting fed up, what we need to do is wake up and like Moses and Jacob, whenever we get together, just find new ways to profit. Because in my eyes, our friendship is how we live and how we die. And don't you ever believe that even for a second, I would ever let you slide. Now, what I'm about to say, I want you to listen with all your pride and sexuality aside, because as God is my guide, like my own self, I love you. That's why I'm prone to leave sex on the table. Because I don't like stress. And ironically, I get more of it from the people that I chose not to sleep with. I mean, keep it 100, would you still want it if you knew it could never be yours? Or do you think we could endure as platonic? Right. And if so, then how long before you start cursing if you thought I was flirting with another person, certain we'd eventually be back at her house trying to act out what you deserve and immersing me in her essence just so that she and I can learn the same 2 lessons. Number 1, if I ain't checking for nobody like that, it don't matter if she believes she found her equal. And number two, I ain't good for much more than companionship and intermittent sex, because you can't call it making love, but all you tend to make is more hurt people. Now, that takes me back to a time of movie dates and proms when my boy Jay used to say he felt sorry for women because so many men were knuckleheads, headed for violence, drugs, and prison, and even worse, given the fact that back then we didn't even know about the down low. But we did know about men with weak finances and weak conversations, and men who felt like they were God's gift to women and figured that ladies were lucky if they date them. And of course they would try to play them. At best, wine, dine, and recline them. And like trouble men just move on down the line, up in bars with lines like Biggie Smalls trying to sneak up from behind. And even if they were already juggling 8 or 9, they would still treat the 10th like property. And my boy Jay used to say he should be copied so that more women would have the opportunity to be loved properly. But when you're 17, you think you know everything. And if Jay could see himself now, he would trip, because one thing about him is he don't sleep around for shit. For him, ain't nothing more holy than the monogamy of his relationship. It's sacred. Whereas most of the men and women I know these days believe that monogamy is either unnatural or outdated. And what makes things even more complicated is that, unlike men, a lot of women would rather share a piece of the man that they want than have 100% of the man that they own. And I live in these times where I don't want to be a baller, pimp, or player, but people act like if a woman throws me a sweet-ass opportunity and I don't get out of the way, I should have dodged it and tried to save her. Like we ain't both adults. Like, if she get more than what we both bargained for up front, then it's 100% my fault. And my boy Life said afterwards, do you feel like they took something from you? And I was like, nah, man, not really. And he looked at me and said, well, they do. And if that's what it is, then it seems better to live by blowing potentially hurtful situations off. That's why I'm prone to leave sex on the table, y'all. The benefits just going to weigh so much less than the cost. My name is Taalam Acey. If y'all want to hear more, I have a CD. Thank y'all for listening.
He said that I'm crazy. I say I'm insane. He called me a douchebag. Well, at least I'm clean. Misery loves company, and we got lots of friends. We ain't got no money, but we help them spend their ends. And I know it's got to end, but I always press rewind. I tell myself it's fine, girl, I do this all the time. And you can't see the mess you make if you pretend you blind. So I tell myself it's fine, girl, I do this all the time. But he like to get high, it balance out his lows. He tell me not to leave him, cause I keep him on his toes. But he like to get high, and it's starting to show. And he call me his lady, damn it, everybody know. Love is a bully, a bitch ass nigga, a sucker, a chump, a backstabber, a liar, a snitch, a down ass bitch. And says love is real. Said love wanted diamond skip out on the bill. My nigga said he love me, but love can give a fuck how you feel. So shit, fuck how you feel. Love is selfish, selfless, reckless, even. So love ain't fair, but it's damn sure even. Love is ass backwards, even when it's straight. Niggas say it's all love, even when it's hate. So even if it's hate, it's all straight. So love is ass backwards, even when it's straight. So let don't compromise and negotiate. Love ain't a choice to be more like fate. Niggas say love is God, but it be more like faith. See God be the fisher, love be the bait. We all begging for supper, but still mad at what we ate. I guess it bees that way sometimes. I got this nigga that be making me cry sometimes. He said the truth hurts, that's why I gotta lie sometimes. And lies turn to the truth, and the truth hurts. And he says let's keep this on the hush, cause silence is peaceful and sex is lethal, and that's all this is. So you ain't got to call me every day, you ain't got to be all up in my business, cause I ain't really trying to make my missus. And we both single, so technically, bitch, you ain't my mistress either. Shit, bullshit the baker. And he'll bake you a pie, oven baked with homemade thighs inside, food for thought. See, I think I love this nigga, even though he don't love me. And I've been thinking about taking my love back, but then again, how selfish would that be? Because I hear Jesus died on the cross, or some other nigga sent it to him and ain't really mad at him. Other niggas was actually his friends, and he likes to get high. It balanced out his lows. He tell me not to leave him cause I keep him on his toes. But he like to get high and it's starting to show. And he called me his lady, damn now everybody know. Thank you.